Volvo had long recognised Newcastle man Peter Horbury's talent, not just for designing cars, but for communicating his knowledge to others with flair and authority. Let's show you part of a fascinating video Peter made to show to his new young designers about some of his own theories of car design.
I believe that Swedish products have always had high respect throughout the world. Sometimes they may have been a little bit out of reach, but they've always offered the opportunity to buy something different and with high quality. I think there's still something exotic about buying goods from another country. Take, for example, buying shoes. A pair of English shoes look nothing like a pair of Italian shoes. Both very desirable, but both very different. Swedish glass and Venetian glass. They're both different as well, but both very, very nice. I think it's this national identity which gives a product something different to offer. And in the car industry, I think there's always been that something special about buying a foreign car. Take, for example, the buyer of a new Jaguar living in Paris. If he opened the door of his Jaguar to find the interior from a Citroën, he'd be rather disappointed. Not that there's anything wrong with Citroën interiors, it's just that he's expecting the Englishness of the wood and leather that Jaguar offers. Or the BMW buyer living in Los Angeles. He opens the door of his BMW, and if he found the red button-down plush from a Cadillac, he'd be rather shocked. He wants the Germanic qualities that BMW offers. So, what is it about Sweden that's different? What is Swedishness?
I felt that if we could associate our cars more with Sweden or Scandinavia in general, then people would see that our cars are designed, let's say, to withstand conditions much worse than other cars. We take it seriously that the Swedishness of our cars, if we can take some of those elements into the car, where Jaguar, for example, might use walnut, where Audi may use some other form of metal or whatever, Volvo could use materials which are inherent to Swedish and our Swedishness, then this idea of the national identity in a product is really enhanced. I think it's a very good thing. I think people still like to buy cars from abroad and other products from specific parts of the world that have their own identity because of that. I would hate to throw out the baby with the bathwater. The things that Volvo have built up over the years, now 75 years of our history is celebrated this year. There's an awful lot of history in there which people remember, and it was very positive. Much of it was things that people remember very well. So what we've done, we haven't done any retro design, but we've reminded people of our past. It's not a repeat, it's a reminder. And by making modern designs which contain those simple design cues from our past that people recognize even just subconsciously, that's enough. If they recognize a Volvo and they say, well, I can see it's a Volvo, but don't ask me why, that's perfect. We've moved on with something very new. At the same time, in the people's minds, they know it's a Volvo. That's perfect. Then they know it's safe, they know it's reliable and functional and everything else that Volvo has stood for over all those years. It's very Swedishness that people have bought and appreciated. The functionality of a Swedish product, the longevity of a Swedish product, and over and above all, I think, because of the caring society of Sweden, caring for people, caring for the environment, and its safety.